Welcome to Structural Analysis 2 video series. Analysis of portal frame by slope deflection method. Lecture outline numerical on non-sway portal frame. So this is a second part of a previous video. Already we seen up to the slope deflection equation in previous video. So let revise up to that point. So this is a given problem. One non-sway portal frame is there. Why non-sway? Because of this support, this column, there are two columns. This column will not move horizontally because of the presence of this support. So because of this, this is a non-sway frame. Now if this column is not there, if this support is not there, what happens? This will get converted into the sway frame because this load will move your frame horizontally and sway will be, your column will be a sway like this. So sway will be available there. So this become sway frame in that case. Now if I remove this horizontal load, now you see horizontal load is not there. Let's remove this one and remove this support also. Then in that case it become which type of frame? Now you see there is a vertical load which is acting at the center of BC, which is 48 kilonewton. If on this frame, if only this vertical 48 kilonewton load is there, then it become again non-sway frame because load is acting along the gravitational force. There is no any force in the horizontal direction, and also the frame maintaining symmetrical nature. So because of that, if a frame is symmetrical about vertical axis, okay, and symmetrical means symmetrical in sense of geometry, okay, or symmetrical in sense of its properties. So in all sense, if it is symmetrical and load is acting at the center, then it become non-sway frame. Now again, if I remove this 48 kilonewton, let's remove this 48 kilonewton, remove this frame also, support also, and remove this horizontal load also, then what happen? Which type of frame this one? Again if you see, loading is not there, okay, so there is no any issue of deflection due to the loading. If we neglect the self weight, you have to take care of a geometry. Now you see the geometry, it is symmetrical about the vertical axis, okay, if you draw the vertical axis, it is symmetrical about the vertical axis, okay, that means it is again non-sway frame. So likewise you have to understand which type of frame is, okay, and then according to that you have to solve. If a sway frame is there, then this delta come in picture, only that is the difference, okay. Now we gone through this fix and moment, okay, in previous video. Also we gone through the slope deflection equation which applied for each member. This equation we gone through it. Now this is a new part for this video. Now after developing slope deflection equation, you have to consider equilibrium equation, okay. Now how many equilibrium equations are required? That is also question. So here 2 degree of freedom. In the problem there are 2 degree of freedom, theta b and theta c. So to solve that theta b and theta c, at least you need 2 equation, okay. So here you see there are 2 equations are there, m, okay. So how to take that equation? Now for joint B, summation of, to maintain the stability, the moment coming from the adjacent member over the B, their summation should be 0. So vertical member putting the moment MBA plus MBC is equal to 0. So two member connected, so two moment will be there. So their addition should be equal to 0. But already we calculate the end moment, so put that here. So the equation become minus 16 plus 2 ei theta b plus 18 plus 1.33 ei theta b plus 0.67 ei theta c is equal to 0. By solving, we have 3.33 ei theta b plus 0.67 ei theta c is equal to minus 2. This one is equation 1. Now second equation, equilibrium equation at C, the whatever the moment coming on the joint C, their summation should be equal to 0 to maintain the equilibrium or stability. So C connected with the two member, so two moment will be there. You have to add their addition, add these two moment and is equal to 0. So MCB plus MCD is equal to 0. Now we know the value of end moment, putting that 0.67 ei theta b plus 1.334 ei theta c plus 2 ei theta c is equal to minus 18, that become on right hand side it become is equal to plus 18. So this one is equation 2. Now solving equation 1 and 2, we having a ei theta b is equal to minus 1.75 and ei theta c is equal to 5.76. Now substituting the values of ei theta b and ei theta c in the slope deflection equation, we get end moment. So we know that MAB is equal to 16 plus ei theta b. We calculated ei theta b, substitute here. So after putting in the equation, we having MAB is equal to 14.25 kilonewton meter end moment. Next equation, MBA is equal to minus 16 plus 2 ei theta b. So putting the value of ei theta b, we have MBA is equal to minus 16 plus 2 in bracket minus 1.75. So MBA is equal to minus 19.53 kilonewton meter. MBC is equal to 18 plus 1.33 ei theta b plus 0.67 ei theta c. Equation third, putting the value of ei theta b and ei theta c in the equation third, we have MBC is equal to plus 19.53 kilonewton meter moment. Then next one, next is our MCB is equal to minus 18 plus 0.67 ei theta b plus 1.334 ei theta c. Equation 4, use this equation 4, put the unknown ei theta b and ei theta c minus 1.75 and 5.76. By solving, we have MCB is equal to minus 11.51 kilonewton meter. MCD is equal to 2 ei theta c. MCD is equal to, putting the value 2 into 5.76 become MCD is equal to 11.52 kilonewton meter. MDC is equal to ei theta c. Ei theta c is equal to 5.76. So MDC is equal to 5.76 kilonewton meter. So we know the all end moments. Now next point is draw the bending moment diagram. In the bending moment diagram, free bending moment and end moments are combined, so it is called as superimposed bending moment diagram. Now for the point load at mid span, the equation is WL by 4. So MAB free end moment WL by 4, W is 32 into 4 divided by 4 become 32 kilonewton meter. For AB span and for BA span, BA, WL by 4, W is 48 plus into 3 divided by 4 become 36 kilonewton meter. So these are the free bending moment for AB and BC. This one is a BC respectively. Okay. Now draw the bending moment diagram. Now end moment at A, end moment is 14.25 25. AB is 14.25 positive. So how to show now? Keep pen close to A and rotate in anti-clockwise sense. So it cutting or arrow coming like this. If you rotate about A in anti-clockwise sense, so arrow coming, cut the member and coming toward the left side. So show toward the left of column AB, 14.25. Now next, end moment BA. BA is minus 19.53. Minus sign is there, that means you have to rotate about this B in a clockwise sense. So keep pen close to B over the member BA and rotate about B in a clockwise sense. So this arrow coming toward the left side of a vertical column. So show toward the left, 19.52. Then join with the straight line. You will get your end moment. Okay. BMT. Now next is for horizontal member BC, end moment BC is plus 19.53. Plus sign is there. So again same way, keep pen close to B over BC and rotate about B in a anti-clockwise sense, because your moment is positive anti-clockwise sense. So it cut and coming up. So show up 19.52. Now next end moment C at C, MCB minus 11.51. So you have to keep your pen close to C and rotate about C in a minus sign is there in a which sense? Clockwise sense. So this is your clockwise sense coming up. So show your moment up. That's why up 11.51. Now join with the line. Okay, you will get end moment diagram or fixed end moment diagram for BC. Next is vertical column CD. MCD is plus 11.52. So you have to again keep pen close to C. Plus sign is there, that means you have to rotate about C in a anti-clockwise sense. So coming toward the right, so show toward the right moment 11.51. For D, end moment MDC is positive. Again keep the pen close to D here and rotate about D in a anti-clockwise sense, because your moment is positive. So rotate about the anti-clockwise sense. So moment coming toward the left hand side of a column. So toward the left. Then join with the line. So likewise you will get your end moment or fixed end moment, bending moment. Okay. Then next is your free bending moment diagram. For point load, it is in a triangular fashion. So the triangle, draw with the help of a triangle. You know the value 32 for AB. So this is your 32 for AB, and for BC this value is 36 in triangular fashion. Okay. No load, no free bending moment diagram for vertical CD. Okay. Then the portion which is not overlap, that you have to show with the hatch. Now above this free end moment, you have to, that moment is positive. Below you have to treat as minus. Now here above this end moment, this portion is there, you have to take it positive. And below this end moment, the portion, whatever the single portion of bending moment, that you treat as a negative. Okay. Here is not overlap because the load is not there and your free bending moment diagram is not there. Okay. So this is about your bending moment diagram. Okay. Thank you.